Hey guys! Okay, so I know it's been a really fucking long time since I made a video. Just thought I'd get back in here and do some more video game crap for y'all. I actually met a lot of YouTubers at Con Bravo in Burlington. A lot of people came over and they're like, "Hey, I watch your YouTube videos," and I'm like, "Holy shit! I have a fan following. That is so fucked." So, thanks to all you guys. That's really cool. I actually signed someone's Majora's Mask too, which was it's a pretty epic day for me. So I love when you guys come over, come say hi. It makes my day. So thanks a lot. But anyways, okay, so today we are going to go through my multitude of boxed video game systems. I'll try and give you guys a couple dates. We'll talk about, what good games there are for each system. This way, if you're actually looking for the system, you've never played it, and you're kind of thinking, I don't really know if I'd like that. This will give you an idea of, what to look up for it, etc., etc. So, let's begin. All right. Okay. So, the first one I got here is the Nintendo Entertainment System. And this system was released in 1985. I'm actually going to just do the North American release dates because I don't know the Japan ones off by heart. It'd be kind of weird if I did. But anyways, this is an excellent system. It was actually one of the first systems that Nintendo released to game at home. And this was really cool because people were just pretty much used to playing like the Magnavox Odyssey and stuff, and they really never had that at-home console experience. So the Nintendo Entertainment System gave you all that and more. So this is really cool. This is actually the challenge set, and it includes Super Mario Bros. 3 in it. And I would say that the top games for this system would probably be... I'm going to go with Mario Bros. And Duck Hunt, because I know it's not rare, and everyone's like, oh, I see 20 copies of fucking Mario Bros. And Duck Hunt, but you know what? That shit was so awesome back in the day, and when you missed the duck, and the dog started laughing at you, and you tried to shoot the dog, and you couldn't. Best thing ever. There were also a lot of other great games released. Final Fantasy was on this system. We have... I really like Snow Brothers, actually, and that's a really obscure, rare game. But if you have a Nintendo Entertainment System and you're in the mood for something a little bit quirky, I would check that out. So yeah, this is mine. It's still in really good condition, so yay. Okay. Let's see what else we got here in the magical land of wonders. Alright, so what we have here is we actually have the Super Nintendo Entertainment System. This was released in 1991, and it's a 16-bit video gaming console. So, yeah, as you can see, this was released with Super Mario World, and this was a great system. A lot of people actually call this the RPG system of all time. They're like, best shit ever. You had Chrono Trigger, you had Mario RPG, you had like Secret of Mana. There's too many to name. I can't do it, but there's so many. And also the first Harvest Moon was on the system too, and we got a lot of fun Kirby games. We had Kirby's Dream Land 3, we had Kirby's Dream Course, Kirby's Avalanche. There was the Donkey Kongs that were released on the system were hard as shit. Yeah, like they were harder than a penis in a bar full of really hot girls. So, yeah, if you're really into RPGs, I would probably go with this system. I wouldn't really say it's for casual gamers, but that could just be me. Sorry. Yeah, I enjoy my SNES. It is one of my favorite systems, so if you're looking to go retro, make sure you pick one of these up. Okay. Here we go. We're lugging this big asshole over here. The Sega Genesis. Okay, so this was released in 1989, and it was actually known as the Mega Drive outside of North America. So, Sega Genesis, here we go, you can see the entire thing. Again, mine is pretty much mint condition. I haven't really played this thing a whole lot. But the top games for this system, I know people just love the Sonics. And I mean, I enjoy them to an extent, but holy shit, Sonic is so hard. My boyfriend rocks ass at Sonic, though. He can... Sonic number 2, he rapes that. But, yeah, there was also some other fun games. I know a really weird one that not a lot of people have played was Garfield Caught in the Act. I really, really love that game. And surprisingly enough, even though this sounds really fucking gay, I like this game called Crystal's, like, Ponytails or Pony Adventure or some shit like that. That is a fucking awesome game. Oh, it's like My Little Pony, but it went so wrong. It's so good. Anyways, so Genesis, it's a great all-around console. You can get everything. You can get, like, Wacky World's Creative Studio, where you can animate stuff. And it's a good system. They're all good systems. Buy them all. So, yeah. Genesis. Alright, here we go. Oh, what have we got now? Alright, so, here we go. We have my, sorry, I have to keep switching the video thing. That's why I'm, like, using my, mouse here. It's bugging the shit out of me. We have the Nintendo 64. When was this released? I believe this was released in 1996. I don't know. I can't actually see this on here. Oh, 1999. Oh, I was wrong. That's unfortunate. Okay, so maybe it was just the set that was released in 1999. I'm not sure. I thought 1996, but that's okay. Anyways, this is the Jungle Green one. It included Donkey Kong 64, and it also included the expansion pack, which you needed to play the game, in addition to playing Majora's Mask and a couple others. So, pretty handy set. Worth a lot of money, actually, today to find this complete in the box. So, it's kind of cool. This is actually the first home console that I ever owned, like, to just sit and game on the TV. The first actual console I owned was Game Boy Color, so, I mean, if you guys don't know the classics for N64, I'm sorry, but, like, have you been living under a rock? Because, they're really popular. We've got, like, Smash Bros. 64, there's Mario Kart 64, there's all the Mario parties, you've got Pokemon Stadium, which is, like, Pokemon? I fucking love Pokemon. Like, I love Pokemon. I don't give a shit what you think, but I love Pokemon. And then there are, Harvest Moon 64 was really good. Kirby, I mean, there's freaking everything. There's Donkey Kong, there's Yoshi, like, whatever you want. Super Mario 64, like, just everything that you could want is on this. So, for actually my top retro console, I will probably go with the N64. If you're just a big all-around gamer, you definitely want to pick up one of these, because there's so many games for so many different types of players, so that's why I like this one so much. Okay. Next up, we have... Oh, Christ almighty. Oh, this shit's heavy. Okay, we have the Sega Dreamcast. Check that shit pile out. Dreamcast is actually not one of my favorite systems. I know I get a lot of comments from people saying that Dreamcast, you know, is where it's at, and they really like Dreamcast. I'm not a big fan of Dreamcast. There was really nothing that came out on it that really interested me. I got this from a Goodwill, so I just bought it because it was in a box and it looked cool. But Dreamcast, I have Sonic Shuffle, and I've also heard of this game called Seaman. And I think I talked about this in one of my other videos, but Seaman is really messed up. You can ask it really messed up stuff. And if you give it, like, if he asks you, do you like the internet, and you say yes, he'll be like, do you watch pornography? And it's just like, where does that come from? Where does that come from? It's like, fuck C-Man, back off. That's alright. I'll talk about porn with C-Man. Just, it seems right, you know, considering the title of the game. So, yeah. Good shit. Did I say it was released in 1999? I think I did. Maybe that's where I was getting that number from. I don't know. Anyways, don't mind me. If that's wrong, if some of these dates are wrong, just Wikipedia them, but I think that they're correct. They're all coming from memory, so I'm trying. Okay? Like, it's rare that you even find a girl that knows, like, what a fucking Dreamcast is, let alone what the date is, so don't be hating. Okay, so I have my Game Boy Advance SP. Great little system. Plays all the Game Boy games right through to Game Boy Advance, so I love it. It's still got the original price sticker on there of $136. I think I paid $40 for this, which is cool. But yeah, you can see that the system's in there. Looks real nice. Yeah, the Game Boy Advance SP was actually released in 2003. And there's a lot of funky games for this system. Some favorites would probably be fucking Pokemon, because you guys know how I feel about those. Zelda Minish Cap was a really good one. I enjoyed the remake of the SNES game Zelda Link to the Past, and it also included Four Swords. And there's a couple other cool RPGs and stuff, like Golden Sun. You've got like some Final Fantasy remakes. I mean, it's all just good stuff. Game Boy is my favorite handheld console. I mean, now that we have Sony, I can actually say, yes, I love Nintendo handhelds, because we have something to compare it to. I mean, I guess that we had the Game Gear to compare it to, but, like, let's get realistic, okay? Game Gear wasn't stacking up to Game Boy Advance. Okay. Holy balls! These systems are so heavy, it's like Jesus. Okay. Alright, so we have this Platinum GameCube right here. You can see it. Dirt. The Nintendo GameCube, when was that released? 2001? I don't know. Something. My nose is really itchy. Yeah, it was released in 2001, I believe. Not this Platinum one, like the original purple shit pile one, or the black one, whatever there was. We can see that it says limited edition Platinum at the bottom there. Yeah, because I only collect the sexiest. But yeah, GameCube, again, is a really great all-around system, kind of like the N64. Considering it was built after the N64, I would hope that it would be kind of similar, but better. I don't know if it's really better, but there's some good games on here. We've got Zelda Wind Waker. We've got that fucking crazy disc with, like, Zelda Collector's Edition, and it's got the N64 ones, plus it's got the original Nintendo Entertainment System ones. So, that's a nifty game. I like that. We've got Ocarina of Time and Master Quest, and if that's not really, you know, making you horny, there is always Pokemon Coliseum. We have Pokemon XD, Gale of Darkness. There's a really shitty Kirby game. It was like Kirby's Air Ride or something. That game sucked my ass. Smash Bros. Melee is always a favorite. We've got Mario Kart Double Dash, which I'm just really bad at. Yeah, controlling two characters is not how I can drive. It's not how I roll. What else? Just so many. Tales of Symphonia. Like, there's so much crazy shit for this system. So, yeah, I love GameCube. And last but not least, people are gonna be like, what the fuck? Why is this in here? But, seriously, it's so not popular now that the Wii U is coming out that in a few years it will be retro. So let's just include it in. Nintendo Wii! Yeah, I was one of those people that had a really cool parent that actually stood in line for like several hours to get one of these in time for Christmas. So yeah, mine is the original white one. It's pretty cool because it plays GameCube and shit on it. Came with Wii Sports. You know, people bitch and complain about Wii. And they're like, oh, Wii, there's nothing really too good on there. You know what? Suck my ass, okay? Suck my ass. If you can do better, you go fucking make a video game system and go sell it to Nintendo, okay? Like, for real. Wii was fine, okay? Sure, the remote control, you can't really call it a controller because it's shaped like a fucking remote. The remote control was a little bit glitchy when you're trying to add 2 players, and the nunchuck idea was like kind of retarded where you had to shake it, and like, you know, stupid crap like that. But for the most part, the games were pretty good. We had some cool ones. Donkey Kong Country Returns. We had Kirby's Return to Dreamland. Pokemon Battle Revolution was a disappointment. But, I mean, it's a must-play if you own a Wii. There's the new Super Mario Bros. Oh my god, just so many. There's a lot of really obscure stuff too, like The Last Story is a really cool game. Zelda Skyward Sword, Zelda Twilight Princess, which also came out on GameCube, so I don't know why it also came out on Wii. But yeah, that's pretty much what's going on. So there you have it. There's all that shit that I've just had in my room. Oh, you guys might want to see one more cool thing. Sorry, I have this hooked up, and it's not like, sorry, it's not in a box or anything, but I totally picked this up. It's really funky. It's a Pikachu Nintendo 64, and you press this foot in to reset, and, it's just really badass, okay? So, yeah, that's my cool thing of the day. So yeah, anyways, that's it. If you have any questions about retro systems, retro games, whatever the hell you want, post some shit on my wall. Don't post rude shit because number 1, I'll delete it, and number 2, I'll laugh at you. Because I don't care. I don't care what any of you think, really. Also, really cool. I don't usually invite people to come talk to me on Facebook because I think that that's really weird. But I'm actually getting such a fan following now that I've decided to tell you guys about the Facebook group that I made. It's actually for our store that we're opening in Kitchener-Waterloo. It's called KW Vintage Games. And we're opening on September 8th. I think that I've said our opening date in one other video. But I think it was September 1st, and that's not right. We're doing September 8th now. Not going to be ready. And we've actually got a Facebook page. It's KW Vintage Games. So you'll see it. It's got like a big blue logo, and it's Mario from the NES. So make sure you like our page, because holy shit, we need likes. We've got 39. We're so close, but we want at least 100 before opening. So yeah, if you like us, it's me doing everything on there. So number 1, you can talk to me, and that's just cool in itself, right? But number 2, I actually post all of our cool games that we get. Like, I know we had Earthbound a couple weeks ago, and we're always getting new stuff that's really neat. So if you're into the retro flair, which obviously you are because you're watching this stupid video and it's 18 minutes have gone by and you're still watching it, so you must like me. Go like the Facebook page. But yeah, I do updates on all of that stuff, so just make sure to come on down, like us, check it out. And if you're in the area, send us a message if you're looking for anything cool, and we will hook you up. Anyways, alright, well, it was lovely conversing with you people, and I will see you all later. Bye-bye!